Let me create one department table, one table for department. The meeting disconnects, please join again. Okay, let's create a table for master data first. I'll make it as a client dependent data table. How can you make it as a client dependent data table?
MANDT.
Selecting MANDT as a primary key field, and it should be the first field of the table. Next step. Department ID field. I want to make it as a primary key. Let me find for the existing data elements for department. So there is one data element which is already available. I'm reusing it instead of creating a new one. Save it in the local object. Now, I just want to keep only these details in the department ID master table, and this will act as a check table for any department ID field in any table. Wherever you are using department ID field, you need to use ZDemo DEPT as a check table. Okay. So this acts as a master data table for department master data. Can we maintain department name here? Can we maintain here? We can maintain, but we cannot achieve automatic language translation. It cannot display department text in the corresponding language of the user, right? If you maintain department name in the same table, that's why I'm not maintaining it here. So maintain the technical settings. Master data table APPL0, I'll use size category 0. There are other options like buffering and log options. I'll explain it later. Okay. So why these properties we select buffering and table log. Okay. Save the technical settings. Go back. Activate the table. Think I did not select delivery and maintenance. Okay. Delivery and maintenance allowed. Otherwise, it won't allow you to maintain the data. Enhancement category I did not maintain. I'll maintain it later. Create the maintenance screen, table maintenance generator screen. I'll take function group as same. We take one step, create the maintenance screen. Save the TMG. Maintain some data in table maintenance generator screen. Okay. These are few departments I'm maintaining in the master data. Now, what about the name of the department? Finance, HR, infrastructure. I want to maintain detailed descriptions in a text table. I don't want to maintain in the master data. I want to maintain the descriptions in the text table so that we can maintain automatic language translation. I'm creating a new text table. I'll use like this department T DEPT. Okay, just to indicate it as a text table. Create the text table and observe the differences. Application table A, delivery and maintenance allowed, fields, I want to make it as a client dependent table. That's why I'm using MANDT as a first field. Then department ID, I'm using it as a primary key because I'm creating text table for department data. That's why I'm using department ID. What is the next step? What is the another important field we need to take for the text table?
Language key.
Yes, language key. Spras is the technical field name. You can also take different field name, but language key is important. Spras is the data element. Hmm. We need one field for text description. You can take any field. I'm taking it as name. Trying to find any existing data elements. Otherwise, I'll create a new data element. Double click, create the data element. Now your text table is ready. We need to assign foreign key relationships for each of these fields. First, let's start with MANDT. It is not specific to the text table. It is for any table. Whenever you use these tables, assign a foreign key. What is the check table for MANDT? Go to proposal. It is automatically proposing. T000 is the check table for client master data. What is 3000 table? Check table for clients. Okay. Assign foreign key. Create proposal. It will automatically assign the foreign key relationship. What is the next field? What is the next field? Department ID, right? Observe this. Assign foreign key because we did not add the value table. That's why it is not showing the proposal. For the MANDT, it is automatically created the proposal because the value table is already there in the data element level. Double click the data element. Uh, Go to domain, value range. The value table is already configured here. That's why it is automatically showing the proposal for check table. For department ID, we did not add the check value table in the domain level. That's why it is not showing. This is the master table, right? Create proposal. Now, here is the difference. Observe the options here. Observe the options here. Key fields of a text table. You need to select this option to assign it as a text table for the master table for the department ID data or material data, whatever the field, whatever the business key field. You need to select this key field of a text table. Cardinality, you need to provide the cardinality. For each department ID, how many records you can find in the text table? That is 1 to n. For each text, for each department ID, we can maintain department description in multiple languages. That's why I'm using 1 to n relation. Copy. Text table is assigned for department ID. For SPRAS, we assign the, for language ID also, we assign the foreign key relationship. Only difference here is for department ID, when we are assigning the foreign key relationship, what is the option we have to select? Key fields of a text table. That is the option you have to select. And activate this table. For now, select continue and maintain the technical settings 0. Go back and activate the text table. Now text table is ready and assigned all the foreign key relationships. Now go back to your original table, department table, display. It is the master table. And how to find the text table of this table? Go to, once you assign the text table, you can find this. Go to text table. It should automatically navigate to the text table. Now it is automatically redirected data to the text table. I think we need to maintain table maintenance screen for the text table to maintain the text in different languages. Go to extras, sorry, utilities, table maintenance generator. I'll use same table name as the function group name. Save. Maintain some data. New entries. So you can only select the valid departments from the check table. These are the valid departments. And the language F4, you can find valid languages. For English, it is E. Department text. It is in English language. Now again, same German. I'll maintain this text in German. I'll use Google Translation. This is in German. I'll maintain the same text in a different language in German. It is in Japanese language. Okay. Save the data. I mean, how many languages we maintain the same text in three different languages. So when English user login, how can you select the login? When the user is about to log in, he can enter the language ID, right? He can enter the language ID, right? So the user will select JP if they want to log in Japanese language, so that all the options will be displayed in Japanese. Clear? Similarly, maintain text for different departments. Okay. Okay, these two departments are here. Now we have assigned a text table for department master data table. So \n. Now check the contents of the table. Open the department master data table. You can observe one difference here. It's department master data table. Check the contents. Here we have only one single field, department ID. But when it is displaying data in text also. This data is coming from text table. Is it displaying in other languages? If you observe, it is displaying only in English language. Now let's create a simple program to select the data from text tables. How can you select data from text tables? Okay. So how to select data from text tables? You need to remember one important thing here. When you are selecting data from text tables, you should always pass language key, current login language key as input to select data from text tables. Select, I'll use star from. What is the text table name? This one. You can also use for all entries here. First selecting from master data table and then selecting from text table. Now I am directly selecting from text table. Up to 100 rows. I'm not passing any proper where condition. So I want to select first 100 records available in this table. If, sorry, in this case, you have to pass where condition. Where? What is the mandatory here? What is mandatory here? Spras equal to what is the language? What is the user login language? How can you know like in which language the user logged in? The data will be captured into system variables. sy-langu. This is the system variable which captures the current user login language. Whatever the login language, it will capture that value into SYFL LANGU. So we are passing that input. And if so whatever the data we have, we are selecting that and displaying it. Now, in which language we logged in? What is the current login language? What is the current user login language? Tell me.
English.
English. So my expectation is the text should be displayed in English. Department text should be displayed in English without any manual intervention. I'm not passing language here. So the output is displayed in English, right? Now, let me close this. I'm logging again. This time I want to log in with German, DE, not with English language. Enter. Now all the options are changed to German, right? Now go to program, execute it. Not changing anything. Enter the program name, execute. In which language it is displaying the output? German, right? It is automatically selecting German language data, displaying in the output, right? Because we are using text table. We are using text table and maintaining the text in multiple languages. Depends on the user login language. It will automatically select the language, select the text and display it. So that people who doesn't understand English can also use SAP ERP. If you observe all these options, all are automatically changed into German language. All these menu options and everything. How these are automatically changing? Because somewhere in the system, these are all the text is maintained in multiple languages. So that depends on the user login language. It is automatically detect the text and the displaying here, right? What is important when you are selecting data from text tables? Passing is where condition. Spras equal to SYLANGU, current login language, or any hard coded value. If you want to hard code it to a specific language, pass that language ID ERD. That is mandatory. Is everyone clear? Okay. It is mandatory to pass the Spras condition in where condition. Okay, Spras field in the where condition when you are selecting data from text tables. How can you assign the text table? Okay, you need to select a foreign key option. By using the foreign key option, you can assign a table as a text table for the field. There is one special option. What is that special option we need to select? To select it to maintain it as a text field. Key field as text. There is one radio button called key field as text. We need to select that option. This one, key field as text table, and we need to maintain the cardinality 1 to n cardinality for the text table. That is mandatory to assign a text table. Okay.